What's up, humans, and welcome to a new Psicoactivo. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope everybody's doing okay. This is the second video of the day. I want to talk about Mr. Jay Stratton. And there seems to be some movement going on in the background of people who support Jay, who are kind of getting ready for his either the book release that he has scheduled or the Age of Disclosure release, which has him as the center point alongside Lou Elizondo. And recently, the Weaponized crew, George Knapp and Jeremy Corbell, re released an old interview they had with him. It's one of the rare ones because Jay Stratton has to be one of the most enigmatic figures in recent years when it comes to the UFO topic because he's always been in the background. He's never really been able to be that public. I understand that he does have some kind of an agreement with representatives he has, agents or something like that, that do not allow him to make that many public appearances and statements for that matter, especially because Jay, in my estimation, is part of the group that is looking at this whole topic as a potential threat. And I know that we have to be on the lookout for that and be aware that it could be also a threat. But I don't think looking at it just as a threat is the way to go, unless they know something we don't. In that case, let us know. But yeah, Jay has always been in the background. He, in the age of disclosure, he's the one who says that there's an arms race going on. Basically, between the lines, he's saying that the US has to gain superiority over other countries, perpetuating this endless competition between countries, which I think is a mistake. And I've heard George Knapp and Jeremy Corbell defending him constantly, and they're clearly on his side. But we won't know what his real intentions are until he comes forward and starts spilling the beans. Something that he did today in a specific topic, because some people may think that the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, has been involved in the topic only recently, specifically since the New Jersey drones started showing up, and not just in New Jersey, but in other military installments and in the West Coast as well. And there was a recent report that confirmed that the FBI has a small UFO office, and they have been investigating this for a while now. And Jay Stratton wanted to clear the air about some of the speculation that has been going around about the FBI's involvement in UFOs. So I'm going to read a statement that he just made to all of you guys. This is from Jay Stratton. He says, I've noticed a growing wave of speculation suggesting that the FBI only recently became involved in the UAP issue. As someone who has worked closely with the FBI for many years, I want to offer some clarity. The FBI has long taken the UAP issue extremely seriously. When I began building the US government's UAP task force 7 years ago, drawing on the foundation and insights I developed from creating prior government UAP efforts, the FBI was one of my early stops. I had already developed strong relationships with the Bureau and knew they understood just how real and complex the situation is and all that is at stake. From the start, the FBI was a key partner and brought the full weight of their enterprise to support the mission. These are seasoned professionals, focused and serious about their responsibilities. They stood with me in classified briefings to Congress and across government, and they remain a trusted and valuable part of the broader effort today. I continue to work closely with the FBI on all matters related to UAP, and I am grateful for their shadows, for their commitment, and our ongoing collaboration. They are truly silent heroes who choose to stay in the shadows and work tirelessly on the UAP issue in the best interest of the American people. Jay Stratton, former director of UAP Task Force, Defense Intelligence Senior Executive, retired. Okay, so there seems to be some kind of competition going on. amongst people within the UFO disclosure movement. Now, Jay is coming out with this statement saying that he's been working with them for years now. We don't exactly know how long the FBI has been involved in this, but we do know that there are some former FBI agents who have been talking about UFOs for decades now. There is no way to know whether these people who have been talking about UFOs from the FBI have been involved with Jay Stratton in any way, but we can only rely on what he says right now about this. And I think it's important to note what type of role the FBI can play when it comes to UFO disclosure. And if you ask me, pretty much every government agency would be compromised. I'm sorry, but I know that there's a lot of good people in the government and in a lot of agencies, but the ones that I think have been looking into this and haven't been honest with the people, the FBI is amongst them, the DIA too, the CIA too. So I'm not sure I completely trust stuff coming from any three-letter agency, and they will have to prove themselves even further because yeah, they can say that they're looking for the truth and that they're fighting for the people, but at the end of the day, if we find out that they have some kind of a conflict of interest going on, that will be the day in which they would have lost full trust of the people, because there's still a lot of people that trust government in this issue. Honestly, I don't understand why, because if history serves as well, they've done nothing but hide the truth from the people. And whatever steps they take, saying that they're doing it for the benefit of the people, you have to always think that there must be some ulterior motive that makes them act in this way. That's just the way this whole thing works. And confidence right now in agencies is at an all-time low. That's just the truth. I don't know what they would have to do in order to get the trust back. They've done so many things throughout history that it's going to be really hard. And I know that there's people lobbying for this truth and reconciliation thing. And some even want for this secret to just come out before um, matters are settled. I think that we do need to settle some matters before any of the truth comes out, because if there was wrongdoing, if there was illegality in anything that these agencies did over 75 plus years, I think that whoever did the most horrible stuff needs to be accounted for. People need to go to jail. I know that if agreements were made, for example, I know that the people who were there for the agreements are no longer alive. That's just nature and biology, right? But what about the people that are still involved and know about these agreements and are still acting upon those agreements, and they're still hiding? What about those? We do need retribution from those people, and we need for them to come clean and say whatever they know, and for once just be transparent to the people. And if this involves the DIA, if this involves Lakatsky, Kelleher, Stratton himself, Lou Elizondo, whoever that knows what's going on, they have to come clean. We can't just put it under the rug and just go on our merry ways. There's a lot of families that were hurt for this. And yeah, they need retribution, they need justice. So I'm glad that Jay is being more open now. I can sense that something is coming from him. I believe it may be his book, because if the Weaponized folks are already re releasing interviews and he's already making public statements, we could maybe expect something from him soon. So be on the lookout for that. Let me know what you think in the comments about Jay's recent statement about the FBI, and what do you think about this division that seems to be happening amongst bigwigs, the UFO disclosure movement. And Overall, let me know what you think about Jay Stratton's recent activity because it's more prevalent. What do you think is happening? What do you think is coming? Is it the age of disclosure, his book, or something else? Let me know. If you like the content you see, I'm going to ask you to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can get notified when new video drops. If you do that only, it doesn't cost you anything, just a few seconds. And it is what helps this channel the most, so thank you. However, if you want to support the channel in any other way, I'm going to leave a few links in the description. You can take your pick. You can support us on KGRA, or you can become a member if you like. Anything you choose to do is always appreciated. So thank you. And that's it for me today on this video, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, stay curious and inquisitive always. Bye.